The time is finally upon us. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you all are doing amazing. This was a widely requested thing that people wanted from me. Now, usually on this channel, I like to veer away from posting like 3 or 4 related videos in a row. Like if I were to post like 3 Riverdale / the Archie comics videos in a row, like I try to avoid doing that because I don't want to send out the impression that this is like just a Riverdale channel or just a Star Kid channel or just a Harry Potter channel. Like it is definitely not. But this reaction was so widely requested because this episode is apparently like super quintessential for Betty and Archie. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Seriously, this is an incredibly busy time for me. I'm not gonna get into that because, you know, that's personal, it's my life, but it is very, very crazy right now. So I had some time today to do this and I figured it was the least I could do. Now, if you've clicked on this video randomly and you are new to this channel, I have to tell you that I really, really hate Riverdale. It's fine if you like it, we all have our opinions, but as somebody who grew up reading the Archie comics, it is very hard for me to like or respect a show that betrays its source material so badly and is so problematic. But again, if you like it unironically and will defend it to the ends of the earth, this probably isn't the right video or channel for you. I'm just telling you that right now. Now, I remember a few weeks ago when the trailer for this episode first came out and my friend Joyce was talking to me about it and she's like, Lucy, you have to watch the trailer, you have to watch the trailer. And I did, and let me tell you, I am excited. Also, Joyce is on YouTube. You should totally subscribe to her at Your Girl Joyce. If you like my videos, especially my analytical videos, you will definitely like hers. She is really good at analysis and she also analyzes the flaws of Riverdale versus the Archie comics as well as the characters. And plus, you might actually get even more from her channel because she is way better at singing and makeup than I could ever be. So you should totally subscribe to her at Your Girl Joyce. She's a great creator and a lovely, lovely person. So please go check her channel out. I'll link it down below. Season 6 is already coming out in a couple weeks. This hiatus is not long enough. I just want a break. Is that too much to ask? I just want a break from this show. But anyway, I hear that it's like a 5-episode event and I just want to let you know there is no way that I'm gonna react to all 5 of those episodes. I don't even know if I'm gonna react to one of them. I will if I like get some more content out there that's not Riverdale related or the Archie comics related, but I don't know how that's gonna work. Are they gonna play like 5 episodes? Like, is there gonna have like a 5-hour like Riverdale slot on the CW on November 16th? I don't know. That doesn't seem plausible to me, but what do I know? But anyway, thank you. I love you. I love Barchie. And let's watch this. I'm excited. This commercial, man.
It's been almost a year. Like the grown-ups in It, we returned to our haunted hometown and confronted the darkest monsters we'd ever faced.
The darkest monsters you've ever faced? Dude, it's not even a comparison. Don't even try comparing yourselves to the grown-ups in It. There is way, way more that they had to deal with.
We could open a casino here in town.
What are you talking about?
Don't you remember how much fun we had running games at La Bonne Nuit?
At a La Bonne Nuit? Babe, I know you're not French, but it's La Bonne Nuit. I really hope that they get together.
I have very fond memories of that time, Reggie.
You mean when you constantly took advantage of him?
Well, glad to see I'm not the only one day drinking.
Dude, oh my gosh, we're like, what? 1 minute into this episode and we're already getting the Betty and Archie?
Veronica and I broke up. Forget this time.
Oh God, I'm sorry. What happened?
7 years happened.
No, I think that you weren't right for each other the entire time. They are a high school relationship. It's okay to love somebody in high school and get over them later. I know that teen dramas don't think that's okay, but that's okay.
I'm reopening Andrew's construction.
Oh, well, it looks like we're going to be neighbors for the foreseeable future. I just got permission to reopen the Riverdale FBI office because, by the way, you're now talking to Special Agent Betty Cooper officially.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Can I at least pay for the next round?
Sure.
Look at these two.
The she-wolf of Wall Street is coming back to take a bite out of the Big Apple.
What? Keep them close. Keep them close.
Look at them.
I don't like surprises, right?
Well, that really sucks. Because...
Oh.
I was not expecting this, but it means more to me than I could ever express. So I love you all.
Did you see Archie's face? When was the last time you looked at Veronica like that? Like, the pilot?
And speaking of cake...
Oh, that looks so good.
But I'm sure you're excited to get back to your old life in New York, even though we'll miss you.
I love whenever they are friends. It is so few and far between in this show, which makes me really sad. I know that Veronica and Archie are freshly broken up, but since she's going back to New York, this would be a really good time for Veronica to give Betty her blessing to pursue Archie if she wants to. I would love that.
And I could definitely go for some Italian right now.
Right now.
She looks gorgeous. Erin Westbrook is such a beauty.
Are you getting out of the house at all?
I'm trying to.
No, please don't. Oh, if these two start dating, it's gonna be back sexed all over again, but with Betty and Archie, and I won't have that. I won't. Who's this guy now? Got a killer paint job on his face.
You and me, cohabitating.
I feel like I say this close to every time, but I just really, really want Jughead to go on a journey of self-discovery after this time jump and realize that he is asexual and aromantic like in the comics. But I know that it's not gonna happen. And yes, of course, I like Jughead and Tabitha way better than Bughead. However, I still think that one, Tabitha deserves better, and two, Jughead's asexuality erasure is just getting to be too much for me. Like, it just makes me angrier and angrier as the seasons progress at what he's become.
Holy crap, Pops is on fire.
What is it, Hiram? It's gotta be Hiram, right? RIP. That's the name of the episode, too. I'm eating fruit snacks currently, so like if I keep looking down at my lap, that's why.
Ghoulie, to what end? What's his motive?
Wasn't his motive. I can pretty much guarantee that Ghoulie was acting on someone else's behalf.
Yeah, Hiram.
Three guesses
We know.
who?
We know
Your
with
dad?
Hiram. Yep, Yep, we know.
Let's search his Sodale office. There's got to be something in there that ties him to this crime. Or
At this point. We need someone who speaks that language.
who also wants to take Hiram down.
Veronica.
Archie, Betty, and Veronica trio. Yeah.
The sooner you tell us who paid you, the sooner it'll be done. Fine. Thanks. Turn up the radio again.
Okay.
Did she just say turn on the radio again? What, do they have like Axel F on there or something?
The serpents are a joke now. Driving trucks and having babies. You've gone soft.
That is really sexist. By the way, having a baby is one of the most badass things a person can do, sir.
Oh, you're gonna get what you deserve. Thanks, the radio?
What was that?
Thanks, the radio? I'm sorry, Tony, Fangs, Archie. Yet again, I find myself apologizing for my father's actions. Yeah, well, we don't want an apology. We want justice.
Serpent
Yeah.
justice.
Not really what I was going for.
Actually, thanks. What we really need is someone to go out and collect signatures so we can reincorporate the town.
Are you kidding me? The serpents don't run errands, Archie.
No, of course not, Tony, but this is a different kind of fighting. And I'm not sure we've done enough to inspire the families that Riverdale is still worth resurrecting. That means getting 51% of people living in our borders to sign an endorsement.
Yeah, that's a fair negotiation. Not everything is shooting guns and exploding things and punching people in the throat.
I thought my dad would stop after he blew up the mines, but he refuses to give up.
He's never gonna
He
stop.
doesn't know how to.
So what do you want to do? We could take Harm out to the Maple Barrens.
It could be the last thing we do together. Somehow that would be fitting.
I'll call Tom.
What's up, Reggie? We're kind of in the middle of something.
Well, far be it from me to intrude. I thought you might be interested in this smoking gun I managed to acquire.
What's on it?
Irrefutable proof.
Reggie, coming through in the clutch.
Riverdale Field Office, this is Agent Cooper.
Agent Cooper! I love every time they say that because it's so clearly just an obvious homage to Twin Peaks, but it fails because all it does is remind us that this show will never, ever, ever be as good as Twin Peaks. Whoa. Honestly, now that I think about it, if Jughead was just asexual and not aromantic, and he liked to date, which he clearly does in the show, it is actually pretty fitting that he would end up with Pop's granddaughter.
I'm here for it, Tony. All of it.
Ooh, okay, I just can't get used to it. It's like incest.
You ready, Daddy?
Daddy!
You deserve death for everything you've done. But no, Daddy.
Daddy.
This is an exile. Yours. After we show you something.
What? What? Oh, is that Vito? Vito soprano? I mean alto?
You can't wriggle your way out of this one, Daddy.
Daddy.
1 hour exactly, Betty will turn that video over to the FBI. I'd start walking, Daddy.
Daddy!
I'm gonna stop.
She's not. What is that, like her 4th or 5th time saying? These writers have officially lost their minds. I swear, they are trying to get the show canceled.
Tick-tock, Daddy.
Tick-tock, Daddy? I can't. This is gonna be it for me, you guys. I'm not gonna watch this show anymore after this episode. I will watch it. It was just a joke, but I just,
Tick tock.
Daddy.
Yes, Daddy. No, Daddy, no! Daddy wants to speak with you.
Gladly. Hello, Daddy? Yes, Daddy. No, Daddy. Daddy.
I love how Jughead just points his mouth. He'll be back. He always is.
I've decided once the school year's over, I want to give New York and Broadway another shot. I've been thinking about it ever since Josie visited, and it's something that I've got to do now.
New beginnings.
To new beginnings.
The only non-toxic parent-child relationship in this show, besides, you know, Fred and Archie and Mary and Archie. Why can't any of the girls have good relationships with their parents? I know that Betty and Alice are figuring things out, but that doesn't change all of the terrible things that happened with them in the past. The terrible, unforgivable things.
Miss Blossom?
Oh, that's awesome.
Miss Blossom! Look what I found.
Skeletons, Hannah. Human skeletons. Our minds are choked with God and Jason knows how many.
What even is this storyline? How in the heck is it relevant? This is one of the ways in which the show is actually very indirectly homophobic, is that Cheryl is not relevant at all to the main storyline ever. Like, the things that she does, they seem important, they seem integral, but they're not. They usually just get forgotten about a couple of months later. Same with Kevin. And Kevin actually doesn't even get storylines at all. He's just still an accessory. So my point is that despite this show's abundance of LGBTQIA+ representation, none of it is good. But that's another video that I actually already did.
It all began with an ancestor of ours, one Abigail Blossom. The townspeople were suspicious of Abigail. They came to Thornhill armed with pitchforks and torches.
What kind of show even is this anymore? What, now is it trying to be the Vampire Diaries? This show is the literal worst. The worst. Like, bottom of the barrel worst at picking a lane and sticking with it. Gosh. I hate this show. This stupid show.
They accused her of being a witch.
Oh, that was so cringe.
Who, Nana? Who were these vicious hooligans? These killers?
Archibald Andrews, Jedediah Jones, and Beatrice Cooper and Sons. Some say the collapse was caused.
You defied your father and took over a struggling business.
Does Pop know about her and Jughead? Because honestly, if he doesn't, that will send him over the moon, I guarantee it. He'd be so happy.
Let me come back to Pops and work with you.
Grandpa, I would love that.
You know, we could propose a civil council. It's a system that works, and it's fair.
How ironic, yet fitting. The descendants of those who committed Riverdale's original sin debating its future. Well, I refuse to allow you four to perpetuate any further cycles of violence and bloodshed.
Please get out. Just get out. You don't have anything. Just get out, Cheryl. Just please.
So, to be clear, none of my ancestors were involved?
No, but the same can't be said for your three conspirators who killed my dear Abigail. Therefore, I'm demanding
Look at his face. He's just like, shut up.
I'm demanding a formal apology and acknowledgement of this travesty, publicly and immediately.
Cheryl, this story really is tragic. But those are our ancestors, not us.
Not to mention, we need everyone's support at tomorrow's meeting. If we lead with this crazy story, it might distract people from the task at hand, reincorporation.
I spent years atoning for the sins of my ancestors, and now you want me to forget about it and move on? This town sits over a vast graveyard of dead miners. The roots of the trees in my groves have over time become entwined with those corpses. Do you understand what I'm saying?
My sap, my syrup, the very lifeblood of Riverdale has been polluted by the remains of so many fathers and sons.
It's for you to come clean and beg for mine forgiveness.
Cheryl is actually crazy. Like, actually, like, and Jughead is absolutely right. Those are their ancestors. Okay, Cheryl? I'm talking to you like a baby because you act like a baby. People in the present don't have any control of what their ancestors did. I'm honestly done with her acting all high and mighty. And I do not understand. I do not understand why people like her. I do not get it.
Our families and neighbors are going to decide on whether or not to reincorporate this town. Whether Riverdale lives or whether Riverdale dies.
Whether Riverdale lives or whether Riverdale dies. I feel like that's the writer's way of saying that they wish the show would just get canceled already.
We're hoping that it won't be a mayor who leads us into the future, but instead, a council of 4 who will guide us every step of the way.
Halt! I've heard enough. And who, pray tell, will comprise this council of 4 narcissists? Let me guess. You, Betty, Veronica, and Jughead.
Actually, we were going to propose the council be Tabitha Tate, Tony Topaz, Alice Smith, and my Uncle Frank.
And what about the past, Archie?
Cheryl, tonight's not about the past, but I promise you.
No!
Just please leave. Just please, please, please just get out. She is a grown woman and she is acting like she is 3. Cheryl, tonight's not about the past. It's about, no, you're not doing what I want. If you like Cheryl, please tell me why. Please.
Whatever happens tonight, you lot will have no jurisdiction over it or its blessed inhabitants.
Cheryl, Come on.
Nay, cousin! What is decreed is decreed.
I also like that moment when Betty's like, Cheryl, come on.
Now, is there anyone here tonight that opposes these 4 nominees?
No. Except Alice.
Picture, if you will, a stunning, full-service, white-glove, family-friendly casino within Riverdale's borders.
There's no such thing as a family-friendly casino. Don't you have to be at least 21 to gamble? Or 18?
Look, we really appreciate your enthusiasm. It's just that we have traffic lights and potholes to fix first.
Not to mention Pops.
That is very valid. It's very, very valid. You can't just go up to town officials and like propose an idea without any like written documents or anything like that. Like, if you do that, it's just taking advantage of your friendship with these people, and that's not okay.
Nice job, Arch.
Is this finally gonna happen? Is this finally gonna happen? There is 6 minutes left in this episode, and there has been no solid Barchie content that makes them a canonical couple in any way. So it's gotta happen within these couple minutes, right? And if it doesn't, I'm honestly okay with that too, because I'd honestly prefer that. I would prefer them to be like a slow burn throughout season 6 when they finally get together. But if they get together in this episode, great. That means we don't have to wait anymore, right? Again, I love the slow burn.
Last word she ever spoke.
You mean the curse?
Speak the speech, child.
Is Cheryl, the devil witch demon, gonna curse the town of Riverdale?
It's only fitting that these words spoken at the end of one Blossom chapter shall be uttered as a new one unfurls. From this day on, Thornhill will no longer be home to a ministry.
Amen.
Archibald Andrews, Jedediah Jones, and Beatrice Cooper, I repudiate you with my dying breath. And in Satan's name, I curse you. Burn me when you will never escape my wrath, nor Satan's. The unchained elements of the power of darkness are lying in ambush. Beware. My revenge will strike down you and your accursed houses, and I will bathe in the blood of your sons and daughters. More I shall return again and again to torment and destroy you.
Great accent. And I just want to say I so called it! I so called it! She's the devil!
She is the devil! I'm in hell! I'm burning! Help me!
You shouldn't joke about that.
Or at least, she is a supporter of the devil. Because her ancestor was. And in her eyes, everybody is the exact same as their ancestor. Britta's like, no. Cheryl is... Like, I just want to just highlight those two, like, pictures right there. Britta is scared to death. Poor girl. Cheryl is the face of pure evil.
How are you looking back here, partner?
Well, it's not the Caesar's Palace, but we'll get there.
Of that, Reggie, I have no doubt.
Oh my gosh, here we go! This has gotta be it, right? Okay. So Veronica and Reggie kissed, and now something's gonna happen. Something is gonna happen, I know it. I just know it. Okay. You guys ready? I'm sure that most of you have already seen this episode, so I shouldn't even be saying that, but okay. Let's do it. She is so happy.
Betty, I want to try again. Us. Not as friends with benefits, but for real. All in.
I want to be with you too, Arch.
Can you hear that?
Yeah. What is that? What is it? Tick. Boom.
What? What? Oh my gosh! Did Betty and Archie just get blown up? No. There's no way they did. But I don't know how the heck they could escape. I know that they did escape because I know that they wouldn't continue this show without either one of these actors, but what? Wow, that was a lot to get in 2 minutes. I feel like Judy Geller.
That's a lot of information to get in 30 seconds.
But couples that get threatened with bombs together stay together, am I right, Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans?
Amy, there was a bomb at this wedding. Your butt is the bomb.
There is a bomb at this wedding as well.
What?
Your butt. Your butt is the bomb. There will be no survivors.
And by the way, I in no way want to associate this incomprehensible dumpster fire with the heartfelt, hilarious, progressive, amazing show that is Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't want Riverdale doesn't deserve to be compared to such a show, but I just thought I would make that joke to any Brooklyn Nine-Nine fans out there. Yeah, that was a lot. I wish that there was more Barchie. I mean, really, I know that it was an essential episode for them at the end, but they really only had 2 moments together. I think that Archie and Veronica actually did spend a little more time together in this episode just trying to take down Hiram. One thing that I did like about that, though, is that I didn't feel any spark at all between Archie and Veronica when they were working together to take down Hiram. Yeah, I just didn't feel any chemistry or spark in the least. So I hope that they can just be friends. That's all I really want for them, is to just be friends. And I want Veronica to be with Reggie. Or alone, that's okay too, because I know that Veronica is just constantly defined by all of the men in her life and it never ever stops. But I feel like with Reggie, she doesn't need to be defined by that relationship because they can be partners and they can actually talk to each other like human beings. I hope that since Veronica and Reggie are conducting business together again, I hope that she treats him actually like an equal partner this time and not constantly taking advantage of him like she did in season 3. But my child comic reading self is very, very pleased right now because growing up reading the comics, as you probably know, I always wanted it to be Betty and Archie and Veronica and Reggie, and now that it finally is, yay! Going into this episode, I was open-minded on giving Tony and Fangs a chance, even though I was a little weirded out by it, but after this episode, I just don't see it. They don't have romantic chemistry, in my opinion. And the fact that they're apparently already in love, I don't know how the writers are gonna back out of that. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. The writers, back out and cop out of everything relevant that they write. They explain half a season's worth of development in just one fleeting moment. It's happened time and time and time again. Let's be honest, if you are expecting to get any kind of satisfying results or answer to a storyline, you are watching the wrong show. But yeah, Tony and Fangs together is very weird. I always kind of thought of them as siblings, so their courtship gives off a very incestuous vibe to me, and yeah. They better not make Alice and Uncle Frank a thing, because if they do, then it'll just be Alice and FP and Betty and Jughead all over again, and I don't want Betty and Archie to technically be cousins or whatever. I didn't wait my entire childhood reading the comics and 5 grueling seasons of this show to see that happen. As far as reacting to the premiere goes, if it really is a 5-episode event, chances are I'm only gonna react to one of those episodes, and I wouldn't even know where to begin trying to select one. So I might need you guys' help on that upon the release of those 5 episodes. But again, watching 5 hour-long episodes is not something that I have time for in my day. So upon the release, I honestly don't even know how that's gonna work, but we shall see. Won't we? Yes, we shall see. I think that that's all that I wanted to talk about in this outro. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support and your participation on this channel. Barchie fans, how we feeling? I'm feeling pretty great. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to, and also to your girl Joyce, my girl Joyce. I hope that you all are doing amazing, and I will see you in my next video.